What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today I am bringing you the very first of my Call of Duty Advanced Warfare pre-release informational videos. And today we're going to look at a complete list of every single primary weapon in the game, and these are confirmed. They've been spotted in various streams and gameplay, so you guys, this is pretty much a 100% confirmed list of what we're going to see in terms of primary weapons. And the reason I only did primary is because there are 26 of them, and there's actually a lot of interesting information. So I will cover secondary weapons and other things in another video. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, I have 3 things to note before we get started here. First off, this information, like the actual detailed weapon stats, not weapon stats, but descriptions, are not 100% confirmed. So there may be some mistakes, 1 or 2, maybe 3. So don't call me out on those because the game isn't out yet. I'm trying to do my best here. And also I used various sources, so I tried to pull together as many pieces as possible to make this video. Second off, the guns should be unlocked in the order that I named them. So for example, for assault rifles, I'll name 6 of them. They should be unlocked in that order, but I don't have the exact unlock levels because again, I couldn't find them. So there you go. And then finally, the last thing I want you guys to know is that some of the guns unlocked at higher levels don't have any information, and some of them also have missing magazine sizes because I couldn't find that info. So just keep that in mind. So if you guys do know the information and somehow I missed it, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Also, if I make any, obvious mistakes, of course, I'm sure some of you guys will let me know as well. So without further ado, let's get started. First off, in the assault rifle category, there are 6 assault rifles. Our first one is the BAL-27, excuse me. It's fully automatic, and the unique thing about it is that its fire rate increases over time as you fire the gun. So it will start out slower and then increase, which is pretty unique. It's got a 32 round magazine. Next up is the AK-12, which, if you guys recognize that name, is pretty much a weapon taken from Ghosts. Pretty much the same weapon. It's fully automatic. I don't have a lot of info actually on the AK-12 in Advanced Warfare. I don't have the magazine size, but I think we can pretty much expect the same basic weapon from Ghosts. Next up is the ARX-160, also another assault rifle from Ghosts. However, this time around is a 3-round burst rifle, and also it has the best range in the assault rifle class. It has a 30-round magazine. Next up is the HBR-A3, which is fully automatic, and the unique thing about this one is that the first 3 rounds in every clip fire faster. So it's nice. It's kind of like a nice burst fire weapon. However, it's not burst, it's fully auto, and it's got 30 rounds in its magazines. So next up, probably the most unique weapon in the assault rifle category is the IMR. Is a 4-round burst weapon, and it actually prints 3D, it has a 3D printer within the weapon that prints bullets as you are using it. I know it actually doesn't do that, but the science fiction of it all is fantastic. I love it. It's supposed to have a very quick reload and a 30-round magazine, and also it reloads with this weird liquid. Anyways, we'll see how it works out in the actual game, but that sounds very cool to me. Next up, the Mark 14, or the MK14, is pretty much a staple in every single Call of Duty game. There's always one of these. It's semi-automatic, and it's pretty much the same basic weapon and has 20 rounds per magazine. Okay, on to our submachine guns. Nothing different about these, they're just SMGs. We have the KF5, which is actually the new generation of the MP5, or the future generation, I guess you could say. It's fully automatic, and it's the best in class at range, so the best ranged, best effective range is what I'm trying to say. And also, the first 5 rounds of every magazine deal more damage, which is interesting, and it's got a 40-round clip. The MP11 is another weapon, and unfortunately I don't have a lot of info on this. All I know is that it's fully automatic and it's got a 32-round magazine. The ASM-1 sounds like the most interesting submachine gun in this game, from what I can tell, not even playing it. It's fully automatic, it has the best damage in the submachine gun class, and its rate of fire decreases while its accuracy increases when fired. So that's interesting. So it'll shoot less bullets, you know, less quickly, and have less recoil, which is a good thing when fired. That's very interesting. It's got a 45 round clip. That's a pretty big clip as well. Next up, the SN6 is fully automatic. It has the best accuracy in the submachine gun class, and its first 3 rounds fire faster than all of the other ones. So that's cool. It's got a 32 round clip. The SAC-3 is fully automatic, and you can only akimbo this weapon. You can only dual wield it. There's no option to hold only one. So we'll see how this weapon works out. That's all I know about it. Finally, the AMR-9. I know nothing about this weapon. I really apologize. All I know is that it's an SMG and it's in the game and it's unlocked at a high level. Next up, sniper rifles. We have the LYNX, which pretty much sounds like a Barrett 50 cal. So it's semi-automatic, it has low mobility, and it's deadly from the knee up. So it's got an 8 round clip, and just like I said, it pretty much sounds like a cookie cutter Barrett 50 cal weapon. Next is the Morse, or Morse perhaps. It's pretty much the intervention of this game, the quickscoper weapon. It's bolt action railgun. It has a high rate of fire and the best handling in class. And since it's a bolt action, there's no actual clip. So in multiplayer, you'll start out with 1 bullet in the chamber and then 40 as your extra ammunition. So there you go. Next up, the NA-45 is a semi-auto sniper rifle, and this one's interesting. So it's got 2 rounds per clip. The first one is the primer, and it explodes when the second bullet, which is the catalyst, you know, hits the target. And this sounds very complicated. I don't know anything about it. However, it sounds like it's pretty much a bolt action, and you have to put in a primer and a catalyst every time, which is the 2 bullets, because like I said, it's 2 bullets per mag. So we'll have to see how that gun works out in the game. Finally, the Atlas 20mm. I know nothing about this gun, however, that it's unlocked at a high level. Next up, shotguns. Let's talk about some shotguns in Advanced Warfare. The TAC-19 is in this game, which, if you guys remember, there's a TAC-12 in Ghosts and another TAC in another Call of Duty, I believe. But the TAC-19 is pump action, but it's a directed energy weapon. This is where we get into the science fiction even more. It has the best mobility in the shotgun class and has 8 rounds per magazine. Next up, the S12. I loved the S12 in Modern Warfare 3. However, in this game, it's going to be slightly different. It's going to be fully automatic and have an 8 round magazine. That's all I know about the S12 in Advanced Warfare. The BULLDOG is a fully automatic shotgun, and the BULLDOG was in Ghosts, I believe, as well. And it fires faster over time. It has the highest fire rate, but it's only got a 5 round magazine. So this sounds like a gun that's just gonna blow through its magazine incredibly quickly. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. However, you can, of course, get extended mags, as with most of these weapons. Okay, so now we're on to basically a new weapon category, and it's called heavy weapons. It's called that because we have some science fiction-y energy weapons in the mix here, along with light machine guns, or I guess you could call them heavy machine guns. So the EM1 is a fully automatic directed energy weapon, and it's very heavy. It has the best damage in the heavy weapon category. However, it has no ammo, and it can overheat. So basically, the only thing stopping you from using this weapon just constantly is that it will overheat, which is very interesting. I can't wait to see how it works out in the game. Next is the Pytech. I don't know how to say that, but I know nothing about this weapon. There was no information that I could find. However, that it looks like a light machine gun or a heavy machine gun, and so it doesn't look like an energy weapon to me. Next up, the SMG is a fully automatic, akimbo only, giant machine gun thing that you run around with, and you probably look pretty silly. However, it's unique in that you can put it into a lockdown mode, which is to place it on the ground, plant it in there like a turret, and once you do that, it increases the fire rate and accuracy. And these weapons have a 150 round clip, which is interesting. So next up is the EPM-3, which is a semi-automatic directed energy weapon, which is similar to the EM-1 that we just talked about. However, this weapon Interestingly, it doesn't have any ammo either, apparently, and it can overheat, but I can't confirm that, so don't hold me to that information. Finally, the Amelie makes its return from Ghosts, and we don't know anything about this weapon, unfortunately. I don't have any, in-depth information to share, other than it is looks like a fully automatic heavy machine gun or light machine gun. And it doesn't look like it's energy-based, so there you go. Finally, the last category here is specialty weapons, or specials, and the crossbow is making a return. Nothing special about the crossbow other than it is a crossbow. And then finally, the heavy shield, which is a deployable riot shield. Now I think you can put this on the ground, and there's also been gameplay of a shield where you can peek out of like the cover, out of the glass, and it'll retract down. I don't think that's this. If it is, my mistake, but I think that's an exosuit ability, and we'll, investigate that a little more as I release these informational videos and as the game comes out. So anyways, guys, this was a ton of information. I hope you guys learned something new from it, and if you did, remember to hit that like button and stay tuned for more Advanced Warfare informational pre-release videos on my channel. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.